Hello, in this video I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the audit system inside Action QMS. I'm going to tell you what an audit is within the system, and then I'm going to take you through the three different stages. So what is an audit in the system? So an audit is like regular checks that are being done to make sure people are working in the same way as they're supposed to be all the time. So this could be a system audit where you audit a department and you're checking, let's say in finance, are they following all their financial controls? Are they following their standard operating procedures, SOPs? Then you've got process audits on production lines. So this is where you'd audit in each station over a period of time, and you'd check, are they following their SOPs? Are there any loose fixings at the station? And lots of other questions that you could ask. We've got maintenance audits, so regularly maintaining a piece of equipment, cleaning, maybe checking that the software is up to date on servers and licensed. And then we've got risk assessments. So have any new risks emerged since the last audit? And are all the controls still in place since the last audit? And then you've got other things which might be more ad hoc, like deliveries. So when you receive a delivery, a shipment, do you do a series of checks? Well, all of those could be recorded in the system and then actions come out of those audits. There are three stages to an audit. The first stage is the planning and scheduling. So this is where you say, this is what I want to audit. This is the type of audit it is. So whether it's a standard question audit, whether it's a risk assessment or a 5S. And then how often I want to audit. So again, there's lots of options in the scheduling process because there's lots of different ways that you might want to schedule things. And this system's all about making your life easier. So when you get to that section, just look out for the video icons, and then we can show you exactly what each option means. Those schedules then create audits. So these are the audits that you're actually going to perform. So when you go and sit in an office or you go down to the production line and you actually go through the questions, those are the audits. And then from those audits, we have actions. And these actions are the things that you're going to do to resolve any issues from those audits, anything that you've found that could be improved. And these actions all sit together in one collection so that you can prioritize them easily and also ensure that they get done. When you first log into the system, you'll come to the dashboard. And up in the top left-hand corner, we have the different subsystems. You want to be on the audit tab there. And when you first come to the audit system, you'll see that at the top, you've got the navigation bar and it goes through the different phases. So we've got our planning and scheduling phase, then our auditing phase, and then our actions. So we'll start off in the planning phase where you'll see this around the system, these little watching YouTube icons. And this will give you a more in-depth look at that particular page or that item with a bit more explanation to help you to understand what it is you're doing. So for now, this is just a quick overview. So we have our create plan at the top, or you can see here we have our different types of audits: standard audit, process audit weighted, risk assessments, and 5S. You can see here we've got an internal system audit, which has got 10 departments within it. So if we click into that particular audit, you can see our 10 departments listed. When was their last audit? How many actions were produced from that audit? And then when is the next audit? And it'll highlight things where, let's say, the next audit isn't scheduled for some reason and allow you to schedule it. We also have a calendar view where you can drag and move things to different months, recording why. We have timelines, which look like our Gantt charts. And we can look into the past as well, see when things were done. And so that is the planning and scheduling phase. So part of that phase would then automatically in the background create audits. And these audits live here and they're waiting for you ready to start. And you'll see those audits that are overdue or need to be approved or rejected. And so we go into one that's ready to start. And as you can see, we have our little details. This is what's being audited. We have our template. So this is our questions for what's being audited. So if we click on Edit Template, we can then go and change all of the questions if we wanted to. So this template is then applied to your audit when you click Start Audit, and it copies in that template. So if your template changes in the future, your history of all of your audits remains the same. So you just click Start Audit, which will then pull up the questions. And these questions will be asked differently depending on what type of audit. So there's the standard questions, we've got the risk assessments, and then we've got this 5S format as well. So once you've done your audit, there'll be a number of actions that come out of that. And those actions will all live together in this one actions area. And this ensures that no actions are lost because they'll always be alive in the system. But it also helps you to prioritise because the major items are at the top, then minor, then opportunity for improvement. And then along with a deadline, if you choose to use the deadlines. Just click into the action and you'll be able to follow the resolution. So there's different types of resolution depending on the severity. Then we've got our attachments, proposing new deadlines if you need an extension, and then cancelling those actions. Once you've completed your action, just click Submit for Closure, and then that will send it to the verification person to verify it if needed. We also have some reports. So we've got things like the Audit Status Weekly, which tells you how many audits are happening each week. And you can drill down on the different types or into the particular plans. We have a number of those reports. We also have this here, which is a bit of a league table. So at the very top, you have the person who has the most open actions. And on the right hand side, you have the person who's completed the most actions. So this will be useful to find out who needs support and who's doing well. And then if we follow this down to the action boards, it's almost like a Kanban style view of your actions and who's got what actions open and how long they've been open for. So that concludes the audit overview. So remember, as you're going through the system, look out for these YouTube video icons, click it and expand that video so you can see it in full, which will make it a lot easier to follow these demonstrations. So thank you very much for watching and good luck with using the Audit Overview system.